If she's into kinky stuff, hair pulling can also work. Hi guys, welcome to today's episode, and if you're new here and you're interested in sex related topics, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I upload such videos every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Yeah, you can also follow me on Instagram at wayua__mutuku. I do the same on my Insta stories, but on Fridays. So on today's topic, we'll be talking about erogenous zones to touch a woman to make her wet. What we mean by erogenous is that they are the parts of the body that are more sensitive to pleasurable touch and can be stimulated more readily than other parts of the body to engender arousal. I wanted us to understand what we mean by erogenous zones before we start listing them. First on the list, we have the scalp, and as anyone who's had a salon session or a head massage session knows that having someone touch your hair or scalp can be soothing, and it can also be arousing. So this is how you do it. You play with your partner's hair, and you can also massage her scalp using hair oil, or you can also use vibrating hair brushes. Those two can be fun. Then run your fingernails across her hair like you're giving a head massage. Then yeah, just see how she reacts to that. If she's into kinky stuff, hair pulling can also work. Yeah, then remember to pay attention to this area behind the ear and just above the neck, like the back scalp. Pay attention to that area. The skin to the back scalp is thinner than the rest of the head. So next on the list, we have the feet and toes. Women have more sensitive feet, especially the skin near the toes. Yeah, we have more sensitive feet compared to men. There are certainly people who having their feet touched, licked, or sucked is a sexual arousing experience, and that doesn't mean that they have a foot fetish. Yeah, foot fetishes mean that you are attracted to people's feet, but not your own feet being touched. So yeah, for the feet, just try touching them, lick them, and you can also suck or give soft kisses, but just be gentle. We then have inner thighs, and think of inner thighs as the switch to the floodgates. Manipulating it can make her wet and excited. So yeah, you can achieve this by caressing her inner thighs with just the tip of your finger. This here, just caress, the skin between the two inner thighs. Next, we have the nape of the neck, and just this area here. This is what we are calling nape of the neck. It's such a sexy place because it's also a vulnerable place. And if you combine the lips and the neck, honestly, it's quite a turn on, at least to me. Yeah, so the nape of the neck is another place that you can touch, kiss, or massage, yeah, to get her wet and excited. I suggest starting with the sides of the neck with either kissing or gently brushing them with your fingers, like just like this. There's just that touch that will get her excited. Then yeah, kissing and nibbling will also work. A good indicator that she's loving it is when she cranes her head to expose the back of the neck because she wants more. Like when she does this, yeah, it shows that you're doing it correctly and she's loving it. So yeah, as you do your foreplay or just when you're making love, remember that the nape of the neck is one of those those spots that you can touch her to get her wet and excited. Next, we have the inner wrist, this part here, And because we are not used and because you are not used to being touched there, it can be an exciting spot. And the fact that it also has a lot of nerve endings, yeah, and we also have a pulse point there, so that also makes it more sensitive to pleasurable touch. Being pinned down by the wrist or a firm grip during a makeout session are quite common, so I think this is not new. So touch gently at first, allowing your partner to connect with the fact that you're touching them sensually. Yeah, that's because people often rush stimulation, and that should not be the case. Also, taking a second and making that eye contact can go a long way towards creating a mood. So don't forget that. Then we have the brain. This one was actually supposed to be first on the list, but anyway, yeah, the brain is actually our most sexual organ, and without it, we'd be lost. Everything we find sexy and arousing has to be filtered through our brains, and it's also the starting point for erogenous feelings for many people. Yeah, so the brain is actually a very important sexual organ. How to keep the brain happy will include anything from watching erotic stuff, and that includes porn or movies with a lot of sexual scenes. Then also setting the right sexual contexts and clearing stressors like relationship issues. Yeah, those can go a long way in keeping the brain happy. And when the brain is happy, honestly, the body has a way of automatically responding to that happiness. During foreplay, make sure you touch the back of the knee as you lead to the thighs. That actually feels intimate, and it also gets you closer to the main attraction. You can also try massaging that area, alternating between deep pressure and a tickle. Remember, don't be hard on those areas. Just be gentle. So yeah, massage. You can try massaging it as you lead to the thighs. Next, we have the nipples, and the female nipple is an erogenous zone that people are universally familiar with, and men are drawn to it. Men love female nipples. I don't know what excites them, but the nipples are one of the most sensitive body parts, and a part where stimulation can lead immediately to sexual arousal. Actually, women can reach orgasms through nipple play, just nipple play alone. Nipple play involves squeezing them. You can also try to tracing circles around the breasts. You can just hold them, massage them. If I said squeeze them, yeah, you can also lick them and suck them. Yeah, others apparently spank them. I mean, my size can't be spanked, so I can't relate. But whichever feels like nipple stimulation to you, just do that. So I've already explained most of the erogenous zones that most people don't, they're like overlooked. So the rest I'm going to outline them, and I won't be going into details. Just yeah, I feel like they are pretty common, or you can maybe relate to them. So we have the navel, or the lower stomach, and some may call it the abdomen. And this is a great spot for temperature play. Yeah, you can use ice cubes or melting wax. Then we also have the inner arms and armpits. So for the inner arms, fingertips always have that tickle underneath the armpits. Then you can also use a feather or your tongue. We also have the palms of the hands and fingertips. I feel like that's self-explanatory. I don't want to go deep into the detail. On the list, we also have the lips. Lips are for kissing and being kissed. We also have the earlobe. Then the butt cheeks and the small of the back. Last but not least, we have the clitoris, and we all know that for her to be wet, you have to touch, lick, and suck her clit. Just be gentle. Yeah, this one is actually the queen of erogenous zones, and yeah, it's quite popular. As I finish the video, I want to say that we all have erogenous zones, but everyone's different. So you may not feel that tingly goodness in the same area as another person. It's a personal thing, and I suggest that just play with your body and discover your personal erogenous zones, because we all differ. If you've watched to this point, thank you for watching. And if you've not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. Remember to give my video a thumbs up. And feel free to comment your erogenous zones in the comment section. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.